I'm not the only one saying it by a long shot. In fact, I think the reason I felt comfortable in writing the Facebook post was that there's been Washington Post podcast about the Black history of country music. There has been a lot of attention given in just written media about it. So I think that I was just encapsulating a point I already knew, and everyone in my sphere and kind of New Orleans country, like general Americana nerddom, was very fully aware of. So I felt like I was preaching to the choir, and I guess maybe just not enough of us have been vocal enough with the music fan base that is associated with the genre as performers to like make it clear, like, hey, this is not coming from sort of a pasty bearded perspective exclusively. Like, this music has a very complicated diverse origins. And whenever I bring up, and I think it's very difficult for people not to get triggered into their weird fragility states with stuff like saying the banjo's from Africa, and that we owe a certain amount of credit to country music to Black performers. Like, that just sets people off because that's how people are. But if you say something like, the steel guitar, that's a Hawaiian instrument, and the slide guitar and blues could also be traced back to that Hawaiian instrument, and people have this like zing kind of moment where it's like, oh, the South is blues and country and ragtime and jazz. We're all like these threads that sort of wove in and out of each other, and they're not like segregated and strata layers and stuff. Like, people, I've kind of got an archaeologist perspective on music, but I think people get way too like hung up on thinking things are so distinct and clear cut like a strata layer. It's much more nuanced than that.